Hey, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome. My name is Maddie, and today I'll be reacting to episode 21 of season 2 of Fruits Basket in dub. Another 2 episodes were released on the same day. That happened a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and it happened again, so I'm so grateful for that. So we get to watch 2 brand new dub episodes back to back, so exciting. And I'm going to react to episode 22 right after I get done filming this one, but my reaction to that episode won't be out till tomorrow. It's a sad one. I'm preparing for the feels because this one goes over all of Yuki's traumatic events, which are hard to watch, but because I love the dub, I'm going to go through it again, even though I know it's going to hurt all over again. And we're just going to get right into it, but before we do, I do want to give a warning that I do allow myself to go over spoilers in my dub reactions if I feel the need to. So if you have not read the manga yet and don't want to be spoiled, I'd recommend not to watch this video. But if you have read the manga, or you just don't mind getting spoiled, then you should definitely continue watching it. I would love to have you here, so you definitely should. That disclaimer is always so long-winded when I do my dub reactions. Afterwards, I'm just like, I feel tired, but it's important, so I gotta get it out there. But anyway, let's just get right into it.
The birth of the rat is a matter of great celebration for the Somas, so I'm sure you can imagine how highly anticipated your arrival has been. Akito, the current family head, is thrilled, of course, and I have no doubt that the late family head...
It's funny how he was so loved, but like was not treated with love. It's so contradictory, huh?
Oh no, I wouldn't let that worry you. It's said between God and the Zodiac members, there is a bond, one so deep it defies description. Given that, I'm sure they will quickly become good friends. Yuki, you're not to cough in front of the family head.
You should never tell a child that. Coughing is something you can't control. That's actually really bad for you, I would assume. To hold it in. How to you pass out.
What's this about? Why are you crying? Don't be rude. I couldn't help it.
That's probably a compliment.
Something I couldn't name.
Didn't like all of the Zodiac members cry when they saw Akito? Like, it's nothing new.
I want to embrace you to escape. The older ones who possess Zodiac spirits cried like that as well.
Hey, I just said that. I thought so.
Rather, I believe it is evidence of the incredible...
I wonder if 𝑇𝑜 did, even though like the cat is so distant from Akito. I'd be curious about that. Honestly, I feel like out of all of them, he would be the one not to cry. I just don't see it happening. I'm so sorry, my laptop is so obnoxiously loud. I have no idea why. Hopefully you can't hear it.
Is closer to God than the others are. And that out of all of them, you're the one who's most similar to me. You're special, just like I am.
I spent all day, every day inside, playing with Akito, the captive audience of one. As young as I was at the time, it didn't occur to me to question
It's
anything.
very telling how hard he has, how hard it is for him to make friends in present day when he only had one person to hang out with throughout his whole childhood. That's why you do not shelter your children. This is how they end up. Like, they have a hard time socializing just like Yuki does. It's not healthy. That's why going to school is just important for kids. For education, but also for that reason, so that they can socialize with others. Because if they don't, life is going to be tough for them.
This world, my world, is pitch black. That's why I'm doing this. You need to make the room match. Make it dark too. Akito, and you're next.
I'm sure it really triggered this after her dad died, which is understandable.
So you have to become part of the
Does not
darkness.
justify abuse, though.
It's not fair if we're not the same. No, wait. That's wrong. We're nothing alike.
But you just said,
Time not
taking it back.
useless. Everyone needs I'm the chosen one. I'm here because all of you need me. How could I ever think we were alike? You were just a toy for me to play with. Don't you see?
What a waste of paint.
You to me. I mean, you were
It's not
basically
I know.
thrown
It's not the
away.
most important thing right now.
Please, Mom, when can I come back home? Eventually. Get it through your head, idiot.
Which meant
The
never,
rat is
probably.
despised by everyone.
So, did Yuki just, like, spend the nights there, I'm assuming?
You're lucky
Like,
I'm
he never
here.
went back home?
I look out for you, and if I didn't, then
No
your
wonder
life would be
Ayame
less
never
than
knew about
nothing.
him. For that reason.
I realized something. In all my life, I had never talked to any of the other Zodiac members.
I freaking love Rin just, like,
I was
leaning on
always
Shigure.
I'd seen the person they called
It's
my
cute.
older brother, but I'd never spoken to him.
The rat is despised.
Not to me. I love him.
Yes, he's always there.
Who knew I would, like, love the rat? Like, rats aren't the most appealing creatures, but I love Yuki, so I love rats more because of that. And Yuki his rat form is so cute, actually, so
At
it's
that
cool.
point, I'd never met Kyo either.
He's such a cutie. Not in this moment, but
Pretty orange color.
they're just babies here.
You're the rat. You. I won't forgive you. That's right. No matter what,
It's
I'll
like
never
the
forgive
last
you.
thing he needed to
It's
hear.
the rat's fault. All of it. Because of you. Because of you, everything went wrong. You should just drop off the face of the earth.
Ugh. They could have been friends, just like Yuki wanted. But yet at the same time, it's so understandable how Kyo would react that way, because he was also manipulated by these adults.
Where did you wander
Like, it's-
off to?
I've
Go
already
back to
said
the
this,
family had it
but it's
once.
not the kids' fault,
Right
it's
now.
the adults' fault
The
for
rat
all of
is
this.
despised by everyone.
'Cause
No
they are
one
just
cares about
kids.
you, no one at all.
They're just going along with what the adults tell them and what they
You're
think,
deluding yourself.
so
Listen, this world is
yeah,
dark.
that's why we do not blame the children.
Pitch black path, with no hope and no chance of salvation. Don't ever allow yourself to think otherwise.
But that ain't true, because you are thriving nowadays.
Not ever.
Doing so much better.
Every day, I heard words like that. Every single day. Akito burned those pitch black thoughts into me. And eventually, I start to believe them. Nobody cared about me. I was worthless. Insignificant.
Mm-mm. Oh, now I remember the part where, like, little Yuki just breaks down crying and how much that, like, literally hurt my soul.
Knowing not only to be looked at with indifference,
And I'm gonna have to watch it again.
but with hatred,
Shoot.
I grew afraid to be seen.
I hear that Yuki's parents are living quite the life. They're treated better than the other parents. The rat has special status in the
I heard some fans thought that lady, like, on the left side was Shigure's mom, but that was so random, but, like, it's not.
Nobody
Like,
was
Takia had to confirm that in a tweet. I just thought it was funny, because, like, I didn't even think that, I guess.
everything was
It looks
working
like it
out
could
so
be.
well for them.
But Shigure's parents do show up,
The Somas,
although we don't see much of them, but
were winners.
they show up for a little bit next season. Which is
So, how's
interesting.
school treating you, Yuki? Having fun?
There's no point asking. The boy has no opinions of his own.
Because you won't let him. You just force your opinions on him. You decide things for him. She's so frustrating. I'm so glad she's doing better now. She's a little bit of a better parent. That's good. Kyo's cat ears. I love when they pop up.
Elementary school was difficult for me. I kept to myself as much as I was able to. Even if I tried, I would have had no idea.
He's got the main character seat in the classroom.
Then one day,
The ones that always sit by the
something
window.
changed.
On, like,
Come play with us.
the corner of the
Hanging
classroom.
out alone must get pretty boring. It's soccer time. Let's go. I can't. Sure you can. Come on. Don't you want to be friends?
Oh, it's so sad he lost these friends. I hate it.
Yeah, totally. Right. Come on, Yuki. Friends. For the first time, I have friends.
His voice as a little kid is so cute.
I was happy,
I love it.
utterly elated.
You could totally tell that Yuki and Kyo as children are voiced by women, but I love that. I love the little high pitch in their voice.
Go out and explore the estate. I got carried away. I was having so much fun, I forgot to keep my distance from the girls. It was a huge incident. In the end, my friends had their memories erased.
The person turning into a rat is obviously something no one would understand.
I would have been like, you look cool. Especially because the rat form is so cute.
You would be utterly alone. Is that what you want?
That's not what Toru thought, though.
Good night.
That'd be so refreshing to him.
Don't delude yourself, fool. Please don't erase their memories. They're the first friends I've ever made.
Young 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦. I love it. He was probably like, probably like 16 or 17 there. He was so little.
Right. It's true. Let's go check it out on the way home. Okay. You're gonna be so surprised. Master, wait! My hat!
Ah, this part's heartbreaking.
Your hat.
There was something I wanted. Parents who would embrace me.
I do love how he just like has Katsuba.
A place where everyone smiled. A version of myself that people wouldn't avoid.
Oh, I hate it.
I yearned for it.
Yeah, that part gets me. I don't like it at all.
And his cough's gotten worse. Doesn't need to lie down.
No, propped up like this is better. It will help ease his breathing.
I feel so bad for him. Can I at least keep him company for a little bit? You've got such a kind heart.
Akito acts like that'll be a good thing. Just makes things worse.
Are you going to die, Yuki? Well, are you? You're not
No.
at all.
Because he is stronger than we think.
Was it my body that was slowly weakening? Or something else? Like my soul?
His parents aren't going to come to see how he's doing?
Not anytime soon. They're off on a trip somewhere.
Alright, then what about Ayame?
He
He went
just
off
said
on a
no.
trip, is
That was
leaving
it.
with Akito. I'm not surprised though.
He has a brother.
Kyo? The kid with the orange hair who's got the cat spirit? A few years ago, his mom killed herself. Officially, they said it was an accident, but it wasn't. Apparently, she even left a note. She talked about how hard it was to be near him, and how she'd been happier if she had a different child. The rat might not have been so bad. So he despises you now.
It's so interesting that she thought that.
And his
I feel like
mom's
she would have been a
girl.
good mom to Yuki
Told his
though.
dad, "I'll kill you,
Because like
and I'll kill
deep
myself."
down she seemed like a great mother, but she
Tatsuya,
would have been a
he's
better
young.
one
He hates you too.
if she didn't have a
He's
cursed
laughing
child.
stock,
Because
you
it made her
know,
go
and he
crazy.
believes it's your fault, so
But I mean, Yuki is also cursed,
must
so
be rough.
it might have
Sounds
still
like
been hard for her.
everyone detests you.
Sadly.
You should just drop off the face of the earth.
Even the dawn light seemed dreary.
I need to return this, but he probably won't take it.
No.
I didn't know his story. How much he must have been hurting. None of it. If I did what he wanted and dropped off the face of the earth, would some of that pain disappear with me?
Oh, that's such a morbid thought.
If I go away, maybe for the first time, I'll be useful. The world is dark. Everyone hates me. If nobody needs me, then what reason is there for me to even be here?
It's so great that like the events that happened like as they did at the perfect time. And he needed that reassurance that he needed to be useful to someone. And he was. For the first time.
I didn't think. I just desperately needed to move, to run away. I'm not sure if I wanted to hurt myself or to escape the pain. Or maybe I just didn't know when to give up. It was so early, almost no one was around. I ran on and on. I kept running even when it was painful.
How cold it is out there too. Like he should not be out in this weather in his condition whatsoever.
It's early morning. Please lower your voice.
You want me to lower my damn voice? How can I do that when my precious baby is missing?
Oh, she's so great.
Help me look for her already.
Like I said, we have a thorough description of
You
her.
have one. I already told you she's a cute girl with a cute round hair tie, cute clothes, a cute voice, and a cute little face. What more do you need?
So much more.
So much more.
Ain't
Enough.
enough to kidnap her. What will I do? If anything were to happen to my sweet girl, I would have to kill someone. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, she's so much like 𝑎𝑟𝑢𝑖𝑐𝑎. Which I mean, that is her idol, so it makes sense.
I'll look for her myself.
Please, it's a better idea for you to wait at home.
She's really upset. So there are moms out there who care a lot about their kids.
Yes, if only Kyoko could be everyone's mother. She'd be the best.
Somewhere around here. Found her. Poor thing.
Aw, poor thing.
I need to let that woman know. Oh no, she's following me. What should I do? I can't risk her getting close to me. Right now, she's entrusted
She's keeping her
entire
distance.
world to me. Frantically chasing after me so she won't be lost and alone. She's relying on me. This girl needs me.
It's a miracle that he did not have an asthma attack or anything.
We're here. You made it.
But he was obviously weak because he transformed, so to be expected.
Mommy? Mommy?
Toru?
Good. I'm glad.
Oh, and he just like starts crying in his little rap form. Makes me tear up.
Yes. That makes me so
Hey, look at him!
because
I just want to
I'll
keep him.
always have this. No matter what. I'll know that there was a moment when I mattered. When someone else needed me. Even if nobody remembers. Even if you forget, I'll know. There was.
Which she never did. Like, that meant so much to her. Which is, oh, it's so sweet.
Yuki, where in the world have you been?
And then Kyo came moments after, like, pissed off. I find it so sad how much Kyo wanted to save her too.
Isn't all brightness and
Didn't happen, but at least he put in the effort. That meant a lot to her mom.
There's more than just
Like, she showed that.
I know that now.
But he saved her later on, so it's okay.
So, what's this pitiful, pathetic secret of yours? You've been sitting there all quiet.
Sorry. I got lost in it
She's
all.
my mother!
It was a
She's
dark
my
time in my
mama!
life. I
We
was
finally get to
abandoned
it.
by my parents and kept isolated from the rest of the world. That's around when I met Miss Honda. It was just once. We were really little, and I didn't ask her name, so I didn't realize it was her when we finally met again. That day, she gave me hope, made me want to stay strong, because the world's not all dark.
Who knew what would have happened to him had that not happened?
In time, I got weak again.
Yeah, could have ended really badly. Makes me cry.
I could see what was happening, of
It
course.
makes me
But
emotional,
little by little,
as always.
I began to lose the small amount of ground I'd gained. The darkness was immense and overwhelming, and at the end, it twisted me too. I'm an idiot. Hope turned into despair, and adoration into envy. I wanted him to like me, for us to become friends. That's all I wanted.
That, like,
Ultimately,
one of the things out of this entire episode that gets me as well.
as if by rejecting
Like, he wanted to be Kyo's friend so bad, but then, if it's like if this curse hadn't had happened, I think they would have been. Because they would have been completely different people entirely.
To remind me of what I'd forgotten. Always there, by my side, willing to listen to any stupid thing I needed to talk about. She didn't scold, just heard me out, over and over. Time and again, she accepted me. She's precious to me.
I love how Kyo and Yuki both at different times called her, like, precious.
Sophia,
She is.
like a mother.
Yes. And now dub watchers know the truth as well. So that's great. The truth of, like, what their relationship is. Oh, this episode is so heavy. I'm so glad the next one is so much lighter. I'm ready to watch that one. I mean, it still has a little bit of, like, the darkness in it, but it is eons lighter than this one is. This one puts into perspective how much Yuki has grown from how he was as a child to how he is now, whereas he was just so isolated as a child and had zero confidence, didn't even see the point in living, whereas now he has friends, he makes efforts to make friends, he tries to move on from everything that happened to him in his past, and wants to live. So that's amazing. Like, I love him so much, and I don't talk about him enough, because obviously I do love Kyo more for a lot of reasons, but I really do love Yuki so much, and so much of his character I relate to a little too well to where it's kind of depressing. I actually honestly relate to him more than I relate to Kyo. So it's funny how I don't talk about him a lot, like at least as much as I talk about Kyo, but I just relate to him in so many ways, which is sad. But like, it's nice to have a character to relate to, which I honestly relate to so many characters in this show, but Yuki is one of the top ones that I just have such a connection to because I relate to him so much. Still to this day, even after this episode aired, I still see a lot of opinions that really are sad or like a bit angry that him and Toru don't have romantic feelings for each other, which, I mean, I understand if you're upset with that, if that was something like a pairing you were rooting for, but I just feel like the relationship they do have is so special, the friendship they have, and the sort of familial relationship they have that's so rare to find between opposite genders. I like that this show covers that. So I just love the way their relationship is. And that also has to do with the fact that I've been a Kyo and Toru shipper from the start. So I never at any point shipped Yuki and Toru, so that's why I'm also more accepting of the familial relationship they have, but I just think entirely it's so special and it's such a unique type of relationship. And as we see, Yuki has his own relationship with Machi that is so beautiful, and there are two characters that are just so right for each other. They work really well together and they relate to each other a lot and are able to help each other out, which, as we see in the next episode, one thing Yuki expresses is that In a romantic relationship, he needs to be with someone who in which he feels like he could help them become a better person, and that's something that he helps Machi with. He helps her get through her trauma as well as she helps him get through his. And with Toru, he feels like he can't understand her enough, and that's why he just has no romantic feelings for her, whereas it's an entirely different relationship with Machi. But yeah, I love Yuki, and I love this episode. It was really well done in dub. I really love how Eric Vale's voice was just all in this episode because it's Yuki's episode. I think he did a great job. So yeah, a great one. Excited to watch the next one right now. So I'm gonna go so I can watch that. And again, it will be uploaded tomorrow if you're interested in seeing it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more anime related videos and anime reactions. And also be sure to follow my Fruits Basket fan pages. Those will be linked in the description box. And I'll be back really soon. Bye.